6 months ago, Muck Truck sent us this powered barrow. This is fueled by the Ego Power Plus power unit, the 56 volt batteries we know and love. But in that video, we had plenty of comments from viewers going, I think it's noisy, it looks really heavy, and potentially it's still a bore to turn. Well, Muck Truck haven't really changed their design for the last 20 years. Obviously, they've improved the designs, they've created new models, bigger capacities, but why change something that works? Well, now they have. They have got a two-wheel drive version. But the big question is, how capable is it? Is it going to keep up with a four-wheel drive? And how easy is it to use? Well, I think we better find out. It's super quiet. Well, this is Muck Truck's brand new two-wheel drive Ladybug. Cute by name, but does it still have the build quality and strength of the Muck Trucks we know throughout the years? Right, so we have got some jobs to do around the farm with it today, but first of all, let's check out the key specs of this machine and see what it comes with. The Ladybug is fitted with a 950 watt electric transmission. It has a maximum speed of 3.5 miles per hour forward and 1.75 miles per hour in reverse. It's fitted with a rear swivel wheel. The barrow capacity is 6 cubic feet. The machine's dimensions are 170 centimeters long, 76 wide and 91 centimeters high. The front tyres are chevron style, aiding the two-wheel drive system. It has a 250 kilo carrying capacity. It's super quiet, only 5 decibels. The machine has a continuous runtime of 4 hours. It's powered by two 12 volt batteries, creating a 24 volt system. It charges to 80% in 4 hours or 100% in 6 hours, has a slope rating of 20 degrees, and it has a super tight turning radius of only 31 inches. Right, so that is some of the features, but before we go and use it, I think I ought to explain how they actually arrive. So they turn up on a pallet because Muck Truck supply across the UK, the Europe and the USA. So the main frame itself is completely built. All that turns up separately is the barrow itself, or the butt. That is lightly wrapped up on the pallet. Take out your 2 pins down here and the clips, put your barrow on, put your pins and your clips back in. That is that on. Then you've got the handles for the barrow itself. Again, handle is actually attached. All you do is swing it up round, put your nuts and bolts in, put your cable in, and that is that sorted. Then the handles for the machine, again, they are attached. All you do is swing them up round, put your nuts and bolts in, then your handle here, put that on with the cable, and you are then ready to charge. It is as simple as that. You can pretty much, from the pallet to getting it ready to be used, within 10 minutes. But we certainly haven't answered the question, how capable is it compared to the four-wheel drive? First job, let's go and reclaim and cut up some logs in the field. A nice, damp, sticky situation, and see what this Muck Truck can do. Beep, 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 beep. There is one big problem with our channel. We have far too many chainsaws. Well, you can't ever have enough chainsaws, can you? But today's chainsaw is going to be the 564 XP from Husqvarna, the brand new fuel-injected baby to come to the market in 2026. Love it. Mud. So this is where it could get fun. So I'm going to turn down my speed to slow speed and see what it does. But we have got obviously chevron tyres fitted, so hopefully we've got enough grip to get up over. Going for it. Now, the only concern I had about this machine, obviously we know the turning circle is going to be pretty epic, but the little skinny wheel at the back, with weight in it, is it going to sink into the mud? Well, we'll find out when we come back down. we are spinning. Right, take 2, and I won't go through the muddiest patch in the field this time. It is proper squelchy. Proper squelchy. We've like literally had 40 days of rain. I'm surprised Moses hasn't actually built his ark yet. Right, so I'm going to point the barrow in the right direction so we at least give it half a chance. Now you see we've done a bit of banking up in some of our previous videos. So if you like all your sort of your countryside management stuff and you want to see some chainsaw action, some hedging, find it on our channel. Anyway, we've got some willow and we've got some other bits of timber here, a bit of old dead ash that we can cut up. Not going to fully laden this thing. We're going to be sensible, but put enough weight in it to obviously test it. So let's fire up this Husqvarna chainsaw and do some cutting. Right, nice little load up. Let's get back up the yard and hope we don't get stuck. Go on, keep going. Now, the nice thing with this as well, you can flick it from fast to slow by just pushing the button. So when you get on the better ground like this, flick it up, go super speed. Now, one thing that stands out straight away is how easy it is to maneuver, even with a load of weight in the butt. I'll turn it on to slow, but look, I'm literally one-handed here, feathering the throttle for it to spin. Absolutely incredible. Now, that is one of the things that a lot of people potentially have comments about with the other muck trucks. They're all the same, is you've just got to have a little bit of effort just to lift them around. But with this, so much easier. Big winner. And all you do to tip the butt is squeeze the handle and lift it up. Right, next test is load capacity. Has that motor got the balls to get a nice load of stuff, building materials, up to our building project? Let's load it up with some bricks and see what it can do. Right, that is 5 bricks down, but a little bit annoying. I've just noticed these nuts here, these bolt heads. Now, if these were recessed in, it mean you could slide stuff right in, whereas actually at the moment, you either got to have them over the top, which I can't get that one in, or it's got to stay there. Maybe something could be changed in there. That is 10 6-inch blocks. Now, I've done a quick Google. Each one of these blocks weighs 27 kilos. We've got 10 of them in there, 270 kilos. So it's 20 kilos over the capacity. Will it go uphill? Will it have enough power? Let's see. So what about stopping on a hill? It's got like an automatic brake, so don't go anywhere. What about starting off of a hill? No problem whatsoever. Fast speed, way to go. Got your bricks, builder Tom. No worries, mate. I'll leave you to unload them. What'd you make of it then? What'd you make of that muck truck? You think it's good? Hey, you want one? Well, I can certainly say it's a capable machine. Yes, it doesn't carry the same capacity as the other muck trucks in the range, but it is super quiet and it is very, very agile. So if you're looking for something that is perhaps more for gardening use, for your DIY, sort of your lighter jobs around the building site, then certainly this thing, it ticks all the right boxes. Now, I love that turning circle on it with that dolly wheel on the back. It just creates a very, very simplistic machine. And obviously being battery powered as well, you haven't got to fuel it, there's no noise, very little fuss as well. One thing I want to mention is about spare parts of Muck Truck, because Muck Truck do pride themselves in spare parts. Now, when we spoke to them in the past, they do get loads and loads of calls from people that own a power barrow of some form, thinking it is a Muck Truck. So they ring up and they say, you know, I've got an X, Y, and Z, but actually Muck Truck haven't made them. They're a Chinese copy. Whereas Muck Truck, This is their original design. They are the only ones that make the Muck Truck design themselves. Spare parts wise, this instruction manual here has literally got spare parts for everything, even down to the decals you've got on the side of the machine. So you've got hazard warning ones, you've got made in the UK one there as well. So they do pride themselves on spare parts. One thing I forgot to mention is how it is charged. Now it's a normal 3-pin plug, and it's kind of like a printer cable end, and all you do is you just slot it in this little plug up here, that socket, and just plug it into the wall, and it is as simple as that. Now, one thing I would say that maybe could be improved on, it doesn't carry the rest of the attachments that Muck Truck produce. So in our other videos, which we'll link at the end of this one, there is tow balls, there is snow plows for the front end of it, there is like flatbed assemblies, there's twin wheels. This one is just a standard powered Barrow, but Muck Truck have done a fantastic job. So that is the new 2-wheel drive Ladybug from Muck Truck, the smaller, more agile version in the range. If you want to find a bigger one, more power, check out the videos I linked at the end.